Hi guys, join me in session. I'm back down at my Syndicate Swarkestone gravel pit in the Midlands. This is now my 5th session down here. I haven't videoed every session because I didn't want to bore you with the endless blanks, so I thought I'd just video the odd session here and there just so you can follow my journey and find out how I'm getting on down at the Syndicate. So we started off with my first session, which ended up in a blank, and then I came down a week or so later for my second session. I did 3 nights, started over in the barge down in the far corner, and then the second night I moved up into Muddy Point, and then the third night I moved into the Royal Box. Just wanted to cover as much of the water as I could, get in as many swims as I could, and hopefully nick a fish along the way. Unfortunately that session ended in a blank, so then I came down from a third session, started off in Party Point just down the bank from where I am now, did a night in there, had nothing, saw a couple of fish over in Muddy Point. So having fished that the session before, already knew where I wanted to fish and what spots, so I got over there, did the first night, nothing happened, and then the second night I ended up losing one. Got into a snag to my right, I managed to get it out the snag. As I was playing it in, got it just to the net and the hook pulled. I think being in that snag gave it time to work the hook hold, and unfortunately it came off, so I was absolutely gutted. The first bite on the Syndicate, and unfortunately ended up in a loss. Wasn't the biggest fish in the world, probably upper teens, low 20s, but even so every fish in this lake is hard earned, and I was devastated to say the least. So then I came back down about a week after that from a 4th session, hoping I could right things, and I started off over in Punisher Point opposite where I am now, and then I saw a few fish towards All Alone where I did my first session, and the lad that was in here was packing up and going home, so I quickly packed up, got round here, did a couple of nights, and on my last morning I got a take which I managed to land. Unbelievably slow battle, everything just went right this time, and finally managed to get the fish in the net, and to say I was relieved was an understatement. It was a unbelievable feeling to get my first fish on the bank, and it was a decent one as well, a mid-30 fish known as the Foster fish, and what a start. You know, unbelievable fish, just absolutely blown away by it, especially after losing that one the week before. Well, can't keep talking about it, I'll give you guys a look at that fish now. First fish of the new Syndicate, and what a creature. 35 pound, 4 ounces. I'm absolutely blown away by this. After losing one last week, this has definitely made up for it. What a start, what a place this is. Unbelievable. If you guys look at the other side, a little bit awkward to hold this one, it's all up front. Blown away. Taken on one of my pink special portable pop-ups. Won't keep him out any longer. Unbelievable. It's getting back. As you can see guys, what a fish, and great start to open my campaign on the Syndicate, especially after losing that fish the week before. It was just great to finally get one on the bank, and so soon after as well. I was unbelievably nervous playing it in, but everything went well and I managed to put that on the bank, and lost for words really. Couldn't ask for a better fish to start. Unbelievable creature, and that kind of drew that session to a close. Packed up just after that, went home hoping to get back down the following week after a social with spar baits down at Hawkwood Lakes, but the fish had a different ideas and they decided to spawn, so the lake then shut for a couple of weeks. So it's now probably been 5-6 weeks since I was last down, because I left it a couple of weeks after they reopened because I knew it would be busy. All the members would have wanted to get back down straight after spawning. A couple of nice fish did come out as well, so I sat at home kind of thinking, should I be down there, should I not? But I thought I'd give it a bit of time, and now I'm back down. This is now 5th session. I started over in Muddy Point. I kind of got here, had a good walk round, found some fish, but unfortunately there was anglers already on those fish, so had a good look round. Muddy Point looked like a good bet. Kind of knew the swim quite well, so I set up in there, got everything sorted, just about to get the rods out, and the guy that was in all alone was packing up. So then I was in a bit of a conundrum. Do I stay in Muddy Point, or do I go back over to all alone where I caught that last fish from? As I put quite a bit of bait in when I left on that last session, and then found some really nice spots as well, and confidence was high with that swim, so decision was made, pack it all away, get it back in the car, get round to all alone. So I'm now here in all alone, just got the rods out because we're due a massive thunderstorm this afternoon and this evening, so I was a bit rushed for time, so I've just got the rods out as quickly as I could, and I'll have a proper look tomorrow around this swim, just in case it's changed any with the weed and anything else, and see what other spots I can find. But yeah, happy to be back, confident, and well worth the move in that heat. Absolutely sweating, the sweat was absolutely running off me when I got in here, soaking wet. Cooled down a little bit now because it's clouded over and due to rain very shortly. So for now I'll probably update you guys tomorrow, so until later on, cheers guys. In, come here. Well, good morning guys. Just after I gave you an update yesterday, the rain turned up. It's absolute torrential, thunderstorm, thunder, lightning, sheet lightning, fork lightning. I did try and get some of the fork lightning on video, but didn't manage to capture it. There was one that hit the far bank just over from me, so it wasn't a million miles away. It was pretty hairy on times, but as you can imagine, it's very quiet. Afternoon, evening, and even last night was quiet. Not surprised after such a dramatic change in weather. A lot of rain going in, that thunderstorm. Didn't really want to hook anything in that, to be honest. But about half an hour ago I managed my first bite. Rod rattled off, unbelievable scrap. Just would not come in. This fork kept going and going, long run after long run. Eventually I landed a very long, angry 30-pound male mirror carp. Unbelievable fish, and what a great start to the session, and what a great return after spawning. So I'll give you guys a look at that now. What a return. 30 pound, 12 ounces. First night back after the shutdown for spawning. What a fish. Long, lean. Solid muscle. You guys look at the other side. Male fish, I would think. Unbelievably solid. Slate grey colour. Over the moon with this one. What a start. I know it's working. It's blown away. It's in. It's getting back. Well, as you can see guys, long lean animal of a carp. What a fish, and over the moon. You know, it's first morning back and I've managed another fish. It's been kind to me recently, so hopefully things will keep going, keep plodding, keep trying, and with a bit of luck I can get a few more on the bank. Give you guys a look around the swim and that in a bit, for those who haven't seen the swim, because it's totally changed since the first session. Everything's come out now, the leaves are out, it's all green, and it's a different world down here really. And I'll give you guys a look at my bait and what I'm doing. That fish came off a completely different spot to the fish I had last time I was in this swim, so I've definitely got 2 spots that are producing fish, which is all you can do really, is find spots, because it's all good and well fishing a swim with a fishing, but you've got to find them spots they want to feed on. I've got 2 rods working, so if I can manage to find myself another spot or 2, then if I can get 3 or 4 rods working, then it's exactly what I want from each swim I fish, and then I can hopefully put a few more extra fish on the bank. Can't just sit back and hope they're going to turn up on your spots. You've got to look, try, figure out, unlock the key, and keep plodding. With a bit of luck, won't be too long till I have another fish or 2. So until later on, cheers guys. Right guys, I'm just going to talk you through my bait for the session, starting with a spod mix. We've got hemp, chopped tiger, groats and pellets. And added to that is 12mm AK boilies. The pellets and the groats have been soaked in liquid liver. They're very good baits for absorbing liquids. I do like liver liquid, very good attractor. And the boilies have also been soaked in the AK matching liquid food complex. It's the boilie I'm going to use now throughout the summer. Spod mix may vary slightly, but pretty much kind of standard. It's working for me, so that'll be my approach for the summer. Then over the top of that, I'm fishing a hinge stiff rig with matching AK cork ball pop up over the top. The only thing that's slightly different is it's red, so it's not a blatant fluoro, it's quite subtle, but it is a different colour to the rest. Just hoping that the fish will come in and pick that one up first. It's kind of like the cherry on the top, and with a bit of luck it'll do what I want it to do. It's very attractive. So just the colour, slight colour change, whether it makes a difference or not, but it gives me confidence, and confidence is key to success. So there we are, guys. That's my bait for the session, and what I'll be using a lot throughout this year. Like I said, I may tweak it here and there if I need to. Like I said, I've got a chopped tiger in there, so I could always go for a tiger hook bait, but with the weed I think I'll probably be sticking to a cork ball popper. So there we are, until later on. Cheers, guys. Well, good evening, guys. After that fish first thing this morning, been a pretty quiet day. It's been warm again. I think there's going to be a bit more rain tonight and tomorrow, so hopefully that'll bring them back on the feed. You're not going to expect many bites from this water anyway, so I'm still very confident. I'm hoping it could be a repeat tomorrow morning of what happened this morning, but I have to wait and see. I'm over the moon with the results so far anyway, so still a lot to learn on this lake. I'm learning all the time. Like I said earlier, I've got 2 spots now from last session and this session working, so I had a good look around today and managed to find 2 other spots which I really like the look of, so I'm going to give them a go tonight, and hopefully we can start getting a few more spots working. I can keep baiting them, keep putting bait on them. I've already started baiting a few other swims around the lake, playing overhead. So, like I said, I've already started baiting a few other swims around the lake, and I'm going to keep bait going in them and keep areas primed, and hopefully I'll turn up, find some fish in the area, or just get in a swim, know where the spots are, and hopefully catch a few fish. Hopefully you could hear me over the plane. Just wait for it to go over. It goes. So yeah, like I said, I'll keep trying, keep plodding, like I always do, and hopefully still nick another 1 or 2 this session. I'm really happy with the way it's going so far. It's new water, and every water has got a code, and if you can find that key to that code along the way, and you can unlock the lake, then it becomes a lot easier and you start to catch a lot more fish. Like that code can change mine from month to month, year to year, depending on weed growth and a lot of other variables, but carp tend to be creatures of habit, and once you start to suss it out, then hopefully fishing becomes a lot easier on you. But like I said, I'm going to keep looking, keep trying. There's a few areas I like the look of, I'm going to keep bait going into. Obviously if I see fish elsewhere, then I'll fish them, but you know, they don't seem to show a lot on here. You know, every now and again, I've not seen a show myself yet, but from talking to other anglers, they don't show a great deal, but I'm always looking. So priming them areas is key at the moment. So with a bit of luck, we'll get some more fish to show you very soon. But for now, I'm going to get some tea on, get my head down, and get up early in the morning, and hopefully there's a repeat of today. So until later on, cheers guys. Well, good morning guys, it's another night done. We're late morning now, it's about 11 o'clock and we've gone past what was yesterday's bite time. It was about half eight yesterday, but hopefully still a chance today. Most of the bites on here seem to come in a day, especially this time of year. Everyone I've spoken to says it does a lot of daytime bites, so you never know. If not, you know, we'll keep trying, we'll keep plodding, and hopefully maybe tomorrow morning. Still got a couple more nights to go, so still a chance hopefully of nicking another fish. If not, you know, it's been a good session anyway. It's not an easy water. I've not really seen anything in the area. I did see a couple of fish show this morning though, first time I've seen any show, but that was long out in front of Punisher's Point. So there's fish in this area of the lake, in this sort of zone, but still a fair way from me really. But hopefully, the beep then, hopefully with a bit of luck it will move over this way at some point again. I'm confident in the spots, confident in the bait, so it's just a matter of time and hopefully the fish turn up. If not, I'll reset them again later on today and go again tonight. The confidence is high. The weather bang on at the minute, so it's every chance. Next bite could be the bite you want. There's so many amazing fish in here, it's unbelievable really, the stock. So every bite's precious, so with a bit of luck it won't be too much longer before I get another one. But if I can just have one bite every session, I'll be happy with that. I'd take that every day of the week. And there's going to be quite a few blank sessions on here. For now, I'll sit back, relax, enjoy the sunshine, and hopefully see you guys in a bit. Cheers guys. Right guys, just give you a look around the swim that I'm in. It's my car park there, and you've got this little path coming down here towards the swim. This is the longest walk on the whole lake, furthest swim from where you can park. So there's no need for a barrow, makes access very easy. And from the last time I was in here, you can see it's all greened up now, leaves are on the trees. Home alone, different world. It's brilliant under here when the sun's out, gives you a good canopy. It's Vixen, loving life as normal. So as we come towards the front of the swim, bivvy up here. Got the front on, a bit of extra room for the dog and a bit of extra stuff I've got to bring. Still move pretty quickly even with that, so it's great. Vixen in my chair, but Vixen's chair normally when she's with me. So we come round to the front of the swim. Last time I was here, all this front bit was underwater See, the water's dropped a bit now, so you can get out towards the front of the swim. As we look out in front, little island out there with a mooring for the speedboats for the yacht club. A few boats out in the distance there. So you've got all this margin down here, which I've got 2 rods just down there, and then there's a big bar off that island, and I've got 2 rods out by that bar there. All this water out here, and that water out there. That way is the next swim's water really, but loads of water in this swim, loads of options. Said 2 rods down there, and then as we come round, the other 2 rods are just up here. As you say, absolutely beautiful. It's becoming one of my favourite swims, this one. It's got good form as well, as tend to do fish. What a place. Weather's looking bang on, you never know. Every chance of a bite still. Just come back round, step back up. That's a big area. So there we are, guys. Let's have a look at my swim. Till later on. Cheers, guys. Well, good evening, guys. It's been a bit of a day of ups and downs really. After I spoke to you this morning, I saw a couple of fish show a little bit closer to me, so I thought there was every chance of getting a bite at some point today. And about 3 o'clock this afternoon, I ended up having a double take. Picked the first rod up, played that in, landed an absolutely stunning little 8-pound 4-ounce common, which I imagine is either a stocky or one that's grown on in here. Lovely little fish. I picked up a second rod, and unfortunately that fish was already gone. So a bit gutting really, because picked up that rod, and you never know. That's the problem with the bite in here. It could have been a small one, it could have been one of the big ones. Every bite is precious, like I've always said. So I was absolutely devastated, even though I managed to land a little one, which was like I said, any fish in here I'm happy for. But losing the other one, so it was a bit highs and lows. You know, I was happy I caught one, but at the same time, totally gutted. It's a funny game really, this carp fishing. You sit here all that time, low stock pit, when you finally get a bite, you get 2 at the same time. It's crazy really, but that's carp fishing for you. So I'll give you guys a little look at that common now. Second fish of the session, probably one of the smallest fish in the lake, 8-pound 4 ounces, probably one of the new stockies or one that's bred on in here. Beautiful little fish nonetheless. Anything out of here is well earned. Days, it's getting back. see guys, cracking little fish, and 3 runs in a couple of nights is unbelievable really. I'm over the moon with that. Now I know from time to time it does do some decent hits of fish, but you know, I'm still early on, still learning the lake, and I'm happy with the bites. A bit gutted the other bite couldn't have come a little bit earlier or a little bit later and could have landed both of them, but you know, that's fishing. Got to take the highs with the lows. But I've got the rods back out now, and going to see what the rest of the evening and tonight brings, and I'll update you guys tomorrow. Until later on, cheers guys.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Well, good evening guys. I didn't bother updating you this morning as there hasn't really been much to update you about. It's been very quiet. I did manage a tench this morning, like 3 or 4 pound, but apart from that, not really seen any carp. They seem to have moved out of the area for now, but I've got tonight to go and tomorrow morning, so hopefully something might sneak back in at some point, and I've still got a chance of one more bite, but we'll see what happens. You know, I've thoroughly enjoyed the session. It's gone really well really, can't complain. So that's where we're at really, and I'm gonna just sit back, relax, enjoy the last evening, and then get up early in the morning, see if I can nick one just before going home, and then I'll give you a final rundown of the session just when I'm packing up, and we'll see, hopefully, fingers crossed, yeah, I can show you one more fish. So until later on, till tomorrow, cheers guys. Well, that's it guys, session's drawn to a close. Just got the rods in now, I'm going to wind them in now in a second, get the kit in the car, get back down the road. Unfortunately there's no more action, didn't really see anything. I think the fish had done the off, you know, but I'm very happy. 3 bites in 5th session now, and I managed 5 bites in 5 sessions. Can't really ask for more than that on the new water. Fish on these big pits are very nomadic, and you know, one day they're on you, one day they're not. You can chase them, you can sit there and wait for them to come to you. There's loads of different ways of doing it, but you know, when there's other anglers on, it's hard to chase them. But you know, I'm happy. It's a good session. You know, another 30 on the bank. What more could you want? Vixen's enjoyed herself. I've enjoyed myself, and I'll be back soon having another go. So thanks for watching. Until next time, tight lines from me. Bye for now. Cheers guys.